This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Espolón Tequila. Slow, sticky, snoozy. They call these the dog days of summer. But Espolón? They don't do boring. Welcome to the Marg Days. Espolón Tequila. 100% blue Weber agave, born to shake up your summer. Just add lime, agave, and a little attitude. Visit EspolónTequila.com. Espolón Tequila, 40% alcohol, volume 80 proof. Copyright 2025 Campari America, New York, New York. Drink responsibly.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Dog Pod. My name is Ryan Rosenberg, and I have, of course, one of your hosts alongside me, my other genius, hilarious, beautiful, smart guy, Dan Lippert. Hey, Dan.
You forgot talented.
Oh, I thought talented was implied.
Yeah, thank you for all the nice pronouns.
Yes.
No.
Adjectives?
Nouns? Adjectives. Noun was when I said man.
Yes, which is what I am, a person, place, or a thing.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple people, places, or things guesting with us on the podcast today, don't we, Ryan?
That's right. I think we should just bring them on out.
All right. Well, let's play the Chicago Bulls intro music as we bring out, starting at funny, Josh Simpson.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I already chimed in 2 seconds into this thing.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
You also solved an issue.
I couldn't shut the fuck up for 5 seconds. Good to be here.
No, I don't like making people feel silenced at the beginning. So I like that you talked.
Thanks.
And of course, starting at shooting funny.
Oh,
Zeke Nicholson.
thank you. I was like, how is he going to do this? And you found a move that was both lateral and exciting. So
Okay, wow.
thank you.
That's a great way to explain it. I was like, don't say small funny, power funny.
Our funny's good too.
Yeah,
Our
power
funny would have
funny's
been good.
Or die. I thought you were going to say die.
Oh, die.
Starting at die.
Well, welcome, guys. Thank you for doing the podcast. How's everybody doing this week? Everybody doing okay?
I just averted a bit of a disaster that I'd like to talk about.
Please.
Oh, my God.
I was at a coffee shop, and I have this thing when I wear my mask now where my glasses are a little wide on my face, and the mask covers my nose. So if I lean forward, the glasses will fall off. And I was in the restroom, and I peed, and it was a morning pee, so pretty dehydrated. And I leaned over to flush the toilet, and my glasses fell, and I grabbed them right before they fell into the pee.
Wow.
But in that moment, I was like, what would I have done if they fell in? Because I can't drive home without the glasses. I can't leave them sitting in the toilet, but I can't ever wear them again.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like when you almost get in a car crash and you're like replaying it in your head as if you had died in that moment. And I was like, that kind of heart rate went up.
You just have to bite the bullet, right? Like you'd have to put toilet glasses right on your face and drive home and just be like, I don't love this, but I don't, what are you going to do? Walk home?
Take a shower as soon as I get home.
Yeah.
Wash my head off. Maybe you could fill up the sink and rinse them in the sink.
Yeah, you
or
could
something.
wash them probably pretty effectively in the sink.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. They were out of hand soap in the bathroom.
Oh,
no.
That's a twist.
Only option.
That's a twist. Okay.
It's a nightmare bathroom. No urinal either, so you're peeing in a full toilet.
peeing in a full toilet.
I think you probably would have had to like employ some of the seat cover methodology. Like with toilet paper or something, like put a barrier between your nose and the glasses.
Walk out, wait for my coffee.
Coffee's great, thank you.
Are you guys? Do you guys use that paper? I feel like there's been a couple times in a couple of airport ones where it's like a bunch of stalls, there's none open, and then just like some huge burly guy comes out after clearly just like destroying it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put this paper down, but most of the time I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
I've gone my whole life feeling self-conscious for not using the paper. Like I'm disgusting or like, oh, the paper's here. I feel like I never really learned how to use it. When I sit on it, it like sticks to my legs. Surely that can't be right. Like, so I'm not using it and kind of keeping it a secret. So I really appreciate you pulling the veil back.
I use it, so I'm grossed out.
Oh my God.
I think it's one of California's best contributions.
Is that a California contribution?
I mean, it was the first place I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. When I first came out, I drove out here from like Syracuse, I guess, the first time. But I remember when I got here, I was like, I was in public bathrooms like, I'll be damned. It even pops through and everything. I'm talking about for maybe those that don't live in California. I think they're everywhere now. I think people know what I'm talking about, but I'm an avid believer. I'm a TP guy sometimes. I'll put if they don't have this covers, I'll put TP on the seat.
It's a lot of work.
It is, but sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I am generally only going number 2 in public if it's like I have to go. Like I'm trying to save that as much as possible for a private residence, or maybe if I'm near what I know to be a fancy bathroom.
Josh with I save mine for going out in public.
Yeah, I might have to leave in about a half hour and hit a grocery store.
I had a friend in college who, after we graduated, the way that we would keep in touch was that we would text each other when we were shitting in specific locations. And be like, what's up, dude? That just like taking a dump in the like Museum of Art, thinking of you. It's like kind of a sweet little exchange.
That is
with like a picture too, a little picture of your feet or anything.
No
like
pictures, just
too intimate.
You don't want to tempt fate with that.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Danger zone for sure.
That is a good way to stay in touch, where it's like, all right, great, we're showing our love that we thought of each other, and then moving right along with our day.
In my current bathroom at home, like you were saying, you almost dropped your glasses in the toilet, and I kind of feel like amazed that it doesn't happen more often. Like I should drop my keys, my phone, or my glasses in the toilet at least once a year, but it almost never happens. But in my bathroom, like how the cabinet is built, it's built right above the toilet, and it's small enough where I don't really have other options. Mm-hmm. So everything I store is right above the toilet. And every time I like reorganize it or move it, I'm always like, like it all. And I should just close the seat, which ends the problem.
Yeah.
But I'm just always like, oh, I'm going to drop a whole roll of toilet paper into the toilet, or, something like that.
To me, it makes you think of like, at least for me, I am much more dexterous than I think I am. Because like you said, I'm doing toilet saves a few times a year. But generally walking around, things are falling off, hitting the ground all the time. It's like, oh, this is my version of dad reflexes.
They just kick in around the toilet.
Did you celebrate when you caught the glasses like above the rim?
I was too scared. It was like too much of like a brush with death that I was mostly like, I can't believe that almost happened. And then I was like doing, after an earthquake where you're like, all right, I need to put glasses in my car. There needs to be backups in my car. Like I need my preparedness kit.
Right.
Because this can't happen again. And then I won't do it,
Gotcha.
I'm not really afraid of that because I know that even if I miss my glasses, my big honking dong will knock it out of the way. Nothing's getting to that toilet.
My penis covers the full toilet.
It's playing goalie.
It is funny. Funny isn't the word, but like there is such like a shame around a private experience in a public bathroom of like, I wonder how everyone else is doing this, because this is where I could be the most judged. Someone could like hear my routine and judge it, or hear that I'm not pulling the paper out or whatever. Even judge me for like using a filthy one or something like that. I don't know. I think I'm realizing I have more shame around it than I had ever thought of before. And that's maybe why I don't shit in public.
Sometimes you just got to do it, though.
Yeah.
Dan, thank you so much for coming in for your session today. You called and said it was an emergency, but I'm happy that you know that I'm always available to you to talk through any mental health issues you might have.
Thanks for making the time.
Of course, yeah. So why don't you have a seat and tell me a little bit about what happened to you today? You seem really shaken.
Well, I discovered, I guess, a new trauma.
Okay.
I guess trauma's the word.
Good.
Yeah. And it's, I'm even just getting heated talking about it. I'm feeling myself kind of, you said to talk about this stuff. So my like stomach, as I'm talking about it, I'm feeling like a little bit hot and my heart rate's going up.
Sure.
But,
hang on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just going to pour a quick glass of water. Oh, no. You got it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Fuck, I'm sorry. I just had crazy PTSD. I'm sorry.
You caught that glass more quickly than anyone I've ever seen. Tell me.
I just had a trauma. This might be cool for you. It's not cool for me that I caught it so fast. Okay, this is a almost like a reenactment of the trauma I just had. I was in the bathroom, and you see this nice dry hat on my head?
Sure. It's so dry.
It almost wasn't. Well, it almost wasn't. It almost wasn't. Okay, I took a 1, and I was sitting down, and it became a 2. It became a 2. I saw your eyes. You can't judge me for sitting down taking a 1. I pay you to not judge me for
I'm
that.
just writing it down. I just want to make sure I get it right. So it was a 1 that then became a 2?
Yes, well...
Can I ask what motivated the decision to sit down on the 1 in the first place? Were you feeling unsafe? Were you feeling tired?
Well, I've just done it my whole life.
Okay.
The great Winston Churchill said, why sit when you can stand? Why stand when you can... Wait, why stand when you can...
Why stand when you can run? That's right.
Why stand when you can sit? Why sit when you can lie down? Obviously, I'm not going to lie down for a 1. Sure. Technology doesn't exist yet, but... So I'm sitting, and it becomes a 2. I get up to flush afterwards, wipe all, the whole thing, wipe the rim of the toilet after I stand up.
Sure.
And then... as I bend over to flush, my hat falls, and I catch it but a half inch above the water. Above the water.
Okay.
And this hat was a gift from my now deceased best friend.
There it is.
And
there it is.
Can we talk about how you are so ready for breakthroughs?
I mean, sure, if you want to.
I'm always waiting for there it is, and it makes me feel like there's a right or a wrong answer when I'm in here.
So you think you have a need to appease authority? Where would you say that comes from? There it is.
I don't know.
There it is.
You just said it to your own realization there. You diagnosed that.
Dan. Listen, I'm sorry for coming over so late, okay? The other day we were talking about the technology for peeing laying down. I think I got it, dude. I got it.
This better be a real one, okay?
A long plastic tube. We get a long plastic tube and you run it from your bed to your toilet and you can pee laying down. Dude, this is going to be huge. I'm trying to get Mark Cuban's email.
Okay. Jeff, can I just say, let's talk this through because I love the excitement. It's 3 a.m. Okay.
What's going on in here? I'm tripping over tubes.
I'm sorry.
Look, Jeff just came over to try something out. Honey, okay, so we found one issue here already. Honey, would you say that you would have tripped over the tube if you just knew it was installed there all 24 hours a day?
If I knew it was installed, what are we doing? Why is your penis out, Ryan?
Because Because it's not going to be out for long. It's going to be in the tube. And then the pee is going to be in the toilet without me even being in the same room. This is going to revolutionize the suburbs.
You know, Dr. Nicholson has told me that I have toilet trauma. All right?
Oh, there it is.
I have one of those little buttons, the Staples button or whatever that you can push when you have a breakthrough.
I don't know if that was your breakthrough. You went in there to work through issues you had with your mom, okay? And you came out with toilet trauma?
Well, yes, okay, because you always think the issue's your mom, but it's actually the toilet. Dr. Nicholson has worked very hard on debunking some of the Freudian parent stuff.
It's always the toilet. It's especially for men. Maybe you don't understand, okay?
Honey, you're embarrassing me in front of my best friend that I met on a toilet trauma message board.
I'm embarrassing you. He's laying down in my living room with his little penis stuck in a tube.
Well, that's not all I'm doing. I'm actually going to the restroom without leaving you. Isn't that cool?
Oh, stop it. You have to be higher than the floor to get the...
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we have a flow issue.
And welcome back to Shark Tank. I'm your host, Mark Cuban. That's right. I'm doing a whole announcer vibe now on this show.
Wow. Okay, Mark. Today, I guess you're taking over.
Yeah, I'm taking over. I'm
egregious.
Trump.
Thank you, Simon Cowell. That was wonderful. Anyway, so we've got a very, very special group of guests today, and they've got something that I'm really excited to hear about. It's called the Lay Down Pee-Pee Tube. Take it away, gang.
Assault.
Battery. Stress. Your line was stress. Has this ever happened to you? You need to go to the restroom so bad, but you don't want to be standing, sitting, or even move to the next room. Maybe a door could be locked.
What all of the problems that could happen create some of the worst traumas known to mankind. Toilet traumas. Well, it's time to end those today.
I've had a lot of toilet traumas. I'm interested in this product.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, what we have here is a pipe or tube that you could put anywhere in your house. It has to be higher than the toilet.
No, you have to be higher than the toilet.
Okay. Whoops.
Let's just show them how it works, okay? So I'm going to lay on the ground. You take the tube that's above me in the toilet, run it to
piss spilling
me.
Out of your at the top of your tube.
It's called urine.
Thank you. Now we're looking for $100,000 for 1% of the business. Any takers?
I'd like to see it work first.
Okay, well, why should one of us use it when we can show it on someone like you? Now, Mark, I saw you were drinking a lot of water before doing your announcing. You must really have to urine.
Do code red, but continue.
Oh, wow.
I like to get charged up before the show.
That's weirdly surprising, but not at all surprising for me.
Mark, now, why don't you just lay down in your chair right there?
Okay.
Now, there you go.
Comfortable, and you know what? Code Red is kind of moving through me, so I'm excited to see how this goes.
Great. Don't go too fast, because the tube can't handle a high-pressure urine.
Oh. It's on me.
And which one are you? I'm sorry.
The bald one.
Oh, Mr. Wonderful, of course.
Wait, should we just go quickly and say who the cast is so we're all on the same page? Me, Mark Cuban, Simon Cowell, of course.
Bald.
Egregious. Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
And, of course, fourth on there, who's been very quiet.
It's me, Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, Kelly Osbourne. Scene.
Kelly Osbourne, the new shark. Is that true? Is she on that show now?
Can't be, right?
No. Ozzy!
I know that's not her, but
Sharon just yelling at Ozzy the whole time.
I definitely said Kelly Osbourne, and that sounded exactly like Sharon Osbourne. Sounded exactly like her. Lord, the impression is ready.
The whole time I was just like, a catheter?
Yeah. Oh, they do have these? Totally.
Yeah. You're just gumming it up with the whole, like, putting one end in the toilet.
Not to continue us down this scatological, but whatever. Here we are. I was a tour guide at my college for a couple of years, and so when the college was founded, it was like, it's very old school, 1793. It's this like liberal arts school, you know, right after the Revolutionary War. And the whole college was like in one building at the beginning. And what they did was they used like gravity plumbing essentially. So all the toilets were on the top floor, and then you would do your business and it would like go down the tubes into the sewage systems like at the bottom. But like that was like where all the bathrooms were. And that was a fact that I used to tell people on my tours.
Wow. What is the science behind that it has to be up high to go down? Like, couldn't you just put it on the first floor? Or it couldn't go sideways? Is that why there was like...
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It does seem like even a little bit would give it enough gravity to go down. Because presumably the sewage tanks are not on the first floor. They're like in the ground. I never thought of that. I never thought to ask that.
I mean, it was one of the first colleges, so they were still figuring it out.
It's true.
I remember seeing like in an old history textbook that like in the medieval ages that's how it worked in like castles. Like that it would just have like one big sort of poop chute that was on like, you know, one side of the building or whatever. And you would just sort of go in a huge well that ran up the whole building. And I just always have like a crystal clear photographic image of that memory in my mind. You know what I mean? Like I was just right at the right age where I was like, look at his butt is out in the book, you know? Or
yeah, 100%. I remember
we have to take the butt out so people know that they're pooping in there.
Right.
The lady the president at the time used to tell us that our goal as tour guides was like, at the end of your tour, this is real. It was like, everyone should either want to be you or want to sleep with you.
Oh, I love this.
Whoa.
I love this.
I thought it was definitely going to be about like, should want to go to this school or nowhere else they want to go.
No.
The tour is about the guide.
Weirdly pervier than that.
Were you boning after tours a bunch?
No, but then I was going to say, I guess ironically and coincidentally, my sophomore year girlfriend had been my tour guide when I toured the school.
Oh my God.
So
did you fall for her when she was your tour guide, or was it a lit? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's an inevitable like, oh, this is like a cool college person who has like there's a sort of like pizzazz.
There's a confidence to that.
Yeah. And they're like living the life that you're so eager to get to as a high school student. Like, yeah.
Was that a paying gig? Like, was that a job?
Terribly. It was like $14 an hour, and the tours took like an hour and a half. So it would be like 2.5 hours of your time, and you make like $21. It was really terrible.
You'd have to do it for like 40 years to pay your tuition.
Now, when they said that thing of like, they either should be you or want to sleep with you, did they give you any sort of like tips on how to do that? Or did they just say that as a like people love winks and kisses, or like what was there?
Not
Someone
exactly.
Please clip that out.
Yeah, not really. I feel like, you had to do like practice tours. You had to like observe tours, and I feel like people were like charming or not, but we used to. I mean, I had a couple of prankster friends, and one time another one of our friends was giving a tour, and we like kidnapped him. We did like a college tour kidnap prank, and we like threw him into a van. Like people like wore hooded masks and then like threw him into the van, and then I stepped out of a bush and took over the tour for him and just like continued the tour. It's pretty exciting.
That's a good prank right there.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
The ending where you continue the tour really ties it all together nicely.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it makes the people who are like pranked feel like safe a little bit. They're like, okay, there's some sort of joke or plan here.
Totally. Yeah.
Because kidnapping is scary. I don't know what to tell you.
It's also funny.
Super funny to have a bag over your head.
I remember I think the people at my college would do that I got the feeling they were volunteers, like the tour guides. And that kind of tracks for me, just with how fucking dorky the people in my school were. But like, I thought they were cool when I took the tour, and then like immediately when I went to college and I saw these people leading the tours, I was like, "You guys are fucking dorks."
Yeah,
You just love the school.
You
so
like the
much.
school this much, yeah. And I remember overhearing one where someone was like showing like there was like a wall or like a little area where they put up photos of notable alumni in the particular school that I went to, and like I remember the tour guide was like, "And one day I'll be up here," and I just was like, I just clocked it, and I was like, I hate that person.
Yeah.
That is incredibly lame. Who was the most notable alumni?
Well, I went to the Newhouse School of Communications in Syracuse, so there's a lot of sportscasters actually. So like Bob Costas, they claim Bob Costas even though he dropped out, and Mike Tirico and
Shaquille O'Neal went there at one time, right?
Lou Reed.
I don't know. Shaquille O'Neal went to Syracuse.
I feel like after he had
LSU?
retired, he did like a semester or whatever at Newhouse to like learn how to be a broadcaster. I feel like
That makes sense.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of times. There was a lot of guys who wanted to be sports broadcasters that were in my.
That was my. Did you guys ever want to do that? Yeah, it was my backup. If because I got cut from the BFA program at University of Arizona my sophomore year, and it was like, okay, I'll go somewhere else and keep doing theater, or I'll move into broadcast journalism because, like, in my mind, you wouldn't have to do any of the journalism stuff. Like, I never thought about that element of it. It was like, I want to be on TV, and this is another way to do it. I like sports. I could talk. I have a deep voice.
Yeah, I think that's for me. It was like I always knew I wanted to write for television or comedy or something. So putting that under the umbrella of communications and telling my parents like, yeah, we're broadcast journalism. I think that kind of like greased the wheels to like. They thought it was like my grandparents thought that was like what I was doing was broadcast journalism, and I was like, not quite.
Right. They're like, okay, there's a job at the end of that.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because it's like, is that any more of a pipe dream than writing for TV? I don't like, not really objectively, but it just sounds somehow like realer than the actor.
Yeah,
or
it
TV
seems
writer.
somehow more respectable or something. Like you had to earn it for some weird way. Like
It's strange
perception. The world would be way better if we were all sports journalists, at least the sports world. Like I listen to sports podcasts a lot because like my brain is just too far gone to listen to any sort of information about anything.
I'm with that.
And those guys are so not funny and they think they're funny and it is so infuriating to listen to.
Agreed.
It's like, just shut up with your little like, I wouldn't even know what to call it. It's like Twitter light.
Yeah.
That sense of humor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely a cross section that I listen to too. That's like people that are writers that then do podcasts.
Yeah,
and it's even like drier and almost like bratty at points.
Yeah,
like
it's like, okay, so you're not entertaining.
Yeah.
And you somehow think that you're allowed to judge all of these like godlike athletes and talk shit about them from your like nerdy little podcast room.
It's so true. And then I do buy into I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, whoa, fuck, Tobias Harris is overpaid and can't shoot jumpers. Like,
yeah.
As if it's my business at all.
Yeah.
I'm 32, juggling family, working full-time, and earning a bachelor's degree. At University of Phoenix, I earn career-relevant skills with every 5-week course. Skills I can use now, not just after graduation.
Earn skills in weeks, not years. Visit phoenix.edu.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's like I would love to be able to afford going to see his game. That's it.
Tobias should give me some of that.
for a team that I don't care about also. It's like they make you have these really strong opinions about people that you don't have actually any like emotional connection to, even in a basic fan way.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Basket Buds. Well, it's, as always, we've got some big news today, but we've got a very exciting guest from the New Orleans Pelicans. We've got Brandon Ingram. Brandon, welcome to the show.
What up? What up? Good to be here.
Thanks for being here, man. Well, we were just talking about last episode, just how washed Josh Hart is. I mean, that guy can't play. And,
you ever just get tired of playing with a loser like that?
Yeah, that's kind of the big question.
Yeah, can I be honest? I listened to your guys' last episode, and you called me a fucking little bitch who should go out and blow his brains out and then see if that makes him better at basketball. So before you come after my man Josh Hart, I just want to clarify that. Like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that was just comedy, dude. That was parody. That was satire.
All right. Well, I took a couple of UCB classes. My agent said it would make me better for spokes campaigns, and I feel like I'm missing the ironic twist in that statement. Like, it just is kind of shitty.
Well, we're just playing, man, and now that you're kind of hovering over me, I'm reconsidering everything I said.
Yeah.
I mean, but, there is some stuff I want to talk about. For example, I claimed last week, if I wasn't 5'2", 375 pounds, I could be doing exactly what you're doing out there, because at the end of the day, you've got no court vision, right? And you're a bit of a ball hog, wouldn't you say, Brandon? And please don't get any closer, please. I'm very scared of you.
Well, I would say that I'm more of a score-first player, but my defense has really improved this year. Nobody's really giving me any credit for that, especially with Zion being out. But, can I be honest? I don't think you'd be good at basketball. Yeah.
Sorry.
Back away from my man.
All right. Can I be honest? I didn't even know you stood up, and I didn't notice.
Yeah, well... I think I'm down a step or something.
Can I let's
if my boy wasn't down a step, he'd practically be your height.
Can I ask you a question that I think maybe nobody has ever asked you? Are you happy? Do you like this?
I watch you talk about basketball all day, every day, which I've done since I was 6. I mean, that is the life, my man. I couldn't be happier.
Okay. All right. Well, I just think you guys can bring a little bit more levity to it. And remember that these are human beings we're talking about. All right. That said, can I say something? That RJ Barrett is a little bitch, though. Am I right?
All right.
I mean, fuck that guy.
Yes. And fuck the Knicks, dude. Fuck the Knicks, dude. If I ever saw any Knicks, man, on site, I'd beat the shit out of them, dude. Any of the Knicks, dude.
Let's just clarify. When you say on site, what do you mean exactly?
I mean, we're fighting, dude. It's fisticuffs on site. Any Knicks walk through the door and we are freaking fighting.
Yeah, that brings us to our new segment. On site. Oh, go.
No, that's it. On site. Yeah.
This is guys in the NBA that we could beat up or take in a one-on-one matchup. And Brandon, feel free to join us on this.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Go through the list here. Andre Drummond. That's on site.
That's on site, dog. He can't guard me around the perimeter, dude. Sure, he's got the low block, but he can't guard me around the perimeter.
Hey.
That's right. You crossed over half of our Jewish Community Center rec league just in last Saturday's game, where we ended up making almost a comeback. We lost by 32. But.
Hey, man, those old guys are smart. Those old guys are smart. They know they're wily. They know how to shoot.
Also, you lost by 32, and that was a 12-minute game, right?
Yeah. Well, they had to lower the length of the games because there weren't enough guys to play. But we couldn't do the full length without. But by the way, shout out to Bobby, who is in the hospital recovering from broken ankles.
Yeah, sorry, Bob. My bad. They also had to lower the hoops because we weren't quite getting the ball up there.
Okay.
Speaking of lowering the hoops, Brandon, this offseason, are you considering working a little harder so that you come back in shape for the next season?
Look, I got to be honest. I don't think people understand the day-to-day regime and how much work goes into prepping for the season. I'm playing basketball every day, so I'm already really doing a lot.
Here's my question. Why does Zion keep gaining weight and you can't seem to gain any, dog? You're so skinny, dude.
Are
If
you ever like, hey, give me a little of that weight you're gaining?
You guys really laughed like what you said was funny, but that was not good or I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is at this weight, if I saw Zion, it'd be on site, dog.
You weigh the same amount as Zion.
You guys ready for your
but he's
fettuccine
out of
break?
shape.
Oh yeah. We actually will play through on the fettuccine break because we're tough. So we'll be eating fettuccine on mic for the rest of this episode.
Okay, just
Not
remember,
like these lazy basketball players that can't eat through games.
just mention Applebee's.
Oh, that's right.
All right. You know what? I think I'm going to head out. I got to get to the game. I'm not really sure what this did for my career. My agent booked me on this, and I told him I only want to do funny stuff from here on out. And he was like, this is the funniest podcast on all of Spotify.
Well, big ups to your agent, who I was in a college like parody,
Improv
like
group,
the Onion
right?
parody. Well, we improv and we did the Onion parody articles and stuff.
What do you mean by that? You said you performed the Onion parody articles?
Yeah, we did like improv, but we'd perform like Onion bits.
I love Live Onion, dude.
That sounds
Live
horrible.
Onion is hilarious.
That sounds truly horrible. Goodbye.
No, this is a nice creamy fettuccine from Applebee's.
Well, Brandon Ingram left, but the fettuccine flows like the wine of San Juan Capistrano.
Guys, your next guest is here. Former New York Knick Nate Robinson.
Oh, he's about my height.
Oh, I'm going to beat this guy's ass.
Oh, you're the man now, dog.
Nice.
Beautiful edit from our guest, Zeke. We
Listen.
love it.
You got to hit that. It's hard.
Fettuccine. Who was serving them fettuccine there?
I was the Gelman-esque producer in my mind for a podcast. Don't just suspend your disbelief a little bit.
Oh, I'm not calling you out as like that made no sense. It was just funny to imagine that there's somebody whose
Right.
job is to remind them.
Maybe
to
he
eat
was an
fettuccine.
Applebee's rep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's keeping the ship afloat. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I imagined it was their mommy.
When's the last time you guys went to an Applebee's?
Boy,
I don't even know if there's one, like, maybe this is naive, but in our city? Like, is there even an Applebee's that I
where the
know
nearest
of?
one
Gotta
is.
be one in
Josh,
Burbank.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was in New York for that for a paranormal activity like an hour away from Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Syracuse is much like where I was, because like I was starting in Buffalo and then was kind of in the middle of nowhere in this town called Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like no food open past 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. And the only place that was like this night when I was really hungry was Applebee's. So I got it to go because it was still like before vaccine.
Nah.
Side to go?
Carside to go. You know it. Okay, so Zeke maybe has been to Applebee's recently because he knows about
He's got it
Carside to
saved
go.
in his Google Maps.
It was so, you know how when you eat something unhealthy and it doesn't even give you, it's so bad you don't even get like the serotonin rush of it.
Yeah.
And so you're just like triple mad. You're like mad at yourself for hurting your body.
Mm-hmm.
You're mad at the food for tasting bad. And I guess I don't know what the third one is, COVID. But like was Syracuse like that, or because it was a college town, was there more stuff around?
Syracuse, the actual, like, I guess around the college there was like a strip where there was like bars and stuff. There was like some stuff to do. Yeah, I mean, like you could go out and hang out and eat and stuff. But you got outside the college part of town and like one of like the cool activities was to hang out at Wegmans, which is just a grocery store.
Oh, that's so
Like,
people love Wegmans in New York.
Yeah.
Like, when I got there, everyone was like, you got to go to Wegmans. It's like, I don't know, it's like Vaughn's meets Trader Joe's. And I went and I was like, it's a grocery store.
it's a grocery store. They have okay sandwiches, but I mean, even my favorite sandwich place, I'm not hanging out. I'm like getting the sandwich and I'm eating it and I'm leaving. But yeah, not a ton to do. Like it was the type of like the part of Syracuse that wasn't the university. I don't think everyone did this, but is it Erie Street? I haven't been there in so long. But anyway, there was like one boulevard with like all the chain restaurants. And one thing that we did was we like took a car and like ordered something from every chain. And like
cool.
almost as
That's
an
a
eating
good college hang.
But that was like, like an activity. Like literally just go on the strip, I guess, and like we'd order something. It was almost like an eating competition. I threw up later that night more than I ever had in my life. So really fun, really awesome time. I have not been to Syracuse since I graduated. So, not even like really a bold choice, just more like that's okay. I don't need to go back.
I am also from upstate New York. New York is massive, but I'm from like 2 hours straight north of the city, and I've never heard of Wegmans. So interesting regional differences.
Yeah, it's like the northwestern part of New York, like near Pennsylvania and near Canada was where I was hearing about it.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes sense.
My family that lived in Endicott worked at a Wegmans.
I don't even know where Endicott is.
You say Indica?
Endicott.
Endicott.
Yeah, they were pretty relaxed.
Kind of easygoing, watching DVDs all the time.
Oh, you know it.
We had this, I don't even know where it came from, but like in high school, where your friend group gets like a bit that just becomes like really ingrained in the group. And ours about Applebee's was that Applebee's was like fully chaos. Like you would go into Applebee's and it was like this was before the purge, but like our idea of it was like the purge, like there's no rules in Applebee's. You can do whatever you want. And so one time for my friend's birthday, we went there and we dressed really crazy. Like we wore little weird costumes and whatever. And they sang him the happy birthday song, and the Applebee's happy birthday song was like really intense and in your face. It was like, I don't know, but I've been told someone here is mighty old. And it was like, so we were like cracking up that it was kind of living up to everything we like had imagined it was going to be. But so now, like even 15 years later, I can't think of Applebee's without thinking of it as like a chaotic hellhole, even though great deals on beer, and their chicken fingers are top of the line if you eat them in house.
Oh, and I forgot they're the sponsor of this episode.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go check it out.
That's it. Did you guys go? Were you Sizzler heads in your youth? Any Sizzler heads out there?
I love Sizzler.
I don't think I've ever been.
We had a couple, in my opinion, better cheap buffets, so Sizzler never kind of happened for me. It was Golden Corral and Hometown Buffet.
Hometown Buffet was like
Sizzler?
a little more expensive to me. Like we would only go to Hometown Buffet if it was like after a soccer tournament and everybody decided to go or something.
Interesting.
What's your Sizzler memory, Zeke?
We used to me and my friend Simon would go. It was like if we did well on our report card, our moms would take us to Sizzler, which is very funny. And then just recently, my dad was in town just for a quick stay, and we got dinner, but where he was, there was nothing. So we went to a Sizzler, but it was kind of pandemic Sizzler. And so there wasn't really much of a buffet, and you had to order. It was like a sit down order restaurant. I was like, this is
weird.
Defeats the whole fucking purpose of this place. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to tell you your business, but this isn't how your restaurant works.
No, this is not the model.
The quality of this has to go a little bit up if it's not all I can eat anymore.
And it was sneaky expensive too. It was you're paying $18 for a rosemary chicken entree. And I was like, I could go anywhere for this. I'm not going to fucking
Am I at a Tony Roma's all of a sudden?
Right. Yeah.
I remember when Sizzler, the one near me, debuted the new kids cart. I don't know if they had that near you, but there was the salad bar, but then they had a little baby salad bar that was for kids, but it was just dino chicken nuggets, tater tots that were in the shape of letters, and little kids food, but they put it on their own little cart with an umbrella so that you felt because I couldn't even really reach the adult salad bar for a while, and I just felt like that wasn't for me. And then they got the kids cart, and just our family was just loving it.
That's great. Babe. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, listen. I know you say I never do anything nice for our anniversary. I know you say that I consistently fail you in this arena.
Okay.
But I want to let you know I've nailed it this time.
Okay,
you
careful.
are going to be.
Don't hype it up too much, okay?
Sweetheart, I'm so confident in this. I have no problem hyping it to the moon, okay? Open your eyes. I got us 2 tickets to Wegmans.
Well, I wish you would have told me. I left my fucking shopping list at home. We have to go grocery shopping.
You don't seem excited or thrilled for a romantic evening out at a local regional
What do you mean
grocery
romantic?
store.
Well, I come
What do
here
I mean
every
romantic? It's
come here-
Wegmans. The Trader Joe's of Northwestern New York.
You know, they actually are opening a Trader Joe's, so that comparison doesn't... I'll make the best of it, okay? I know this has some special place. I know you.
Good evening, folks. Can I offer you a sample from our bakery?
Ooh la la.
It is one of our wonderful cookies cut into 4, and you get a little piece of a cookie.
I'll take a cookie quarter. Sweetheart, are you feeling decadent?
These are free samples. Yeah, I'll have a cookie corner.
Okay.
Let me take the little toothpick and place it into your mouth.
You know, sweetie, thank you. You know, what we could do is we could buy some like a lobster tail or some of the seafood or something and bring it home and make a nice dinner. And we don't need to do anything that fancy. I just wanted to do something kind of special with you.
Sweetheart, people across the city are lining up to get into Wegmans, okay? I only scored 2 tickets because my financial advisor's wife is the manager here.
You got tickets?
Yes, I showed you the tickets. See, you always expect the worst of me. You always expect me to do nothing, but I've done something this time and I deserve credit.
These look hand-drawn.
Okay, they are hand-drawn.
Anyone can come in here except for vagrants. They don't allow vagrants, but you know.
I don't think this is working.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wegmans After Dark. Glad to have you all here. If your lover's here for an anniversary,
that guy sounds like a
birthday,
broadcaster.
That should kill him.
And if you don't like it here, how my ass tastes. It's what I have to say to you. And of course, clean up on aisle 4. We have a huge, somebody messed aisle 4. So if we could get clean up on aisle 4.
Wow, that's incredible. That was Shaq?
That was he hopped on the mic to just say welcome to Wegmans After Dark and then say clean up on aisle 4 without really explaining what Wegmans After Dark even is. This is exciting, sweetheart, okay?
I mean, I am intrigued. He said something about his ass taste.
Look, can I be honest? Sometimes I feel like you don't see what it is that makes me special. You don't appreciate my boyish charm and roguishness.
I love you, sweetheart. We have been together for years and years. I just, you know, we don't have to do these kinds of every time it's how do I even say
Table
this?
for 2?
Table where?
Yes, that's us.
I've got 2 beautiful chairs situated in the produce aisle right between the lemons and the apples.
Okay.
Lovely. Thank you. So are the mysteries available this evening?
Oh, yes, absolutely. They play the sounds of a rainstorm right before they go off. Very romantic.
You know, I'll say this. This is kind of a novelty. You know, I've never done this before. I've never sat in a produce section. So I'll go with this. I don't need to judge. I know you're trying
to get on board. Can I ask you where? In an ideal world, where would you want to go for our anniversary? Maybe the problem is that you always say this better be fucking good, and then you leave me to plan it, and I panic.
Well, let's just start with a restaurant. A real restaurant would have been a start.
A real restaurant,
you know.
Okay.
Hometown buffet, or I would take anything. I would say anything with seats, but there are seats here.
Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but over here. Just grabbing some lemons. Hey, my wife had the same issue. Hi, I'm Brett Ratner. But, you know, this is where all the big timers come to rub elbows, lady. You know, if you want to meet me, I'll show you a good time. in the VIP lounge. Come on by anytime. Just say my name. Look out for the hot babes. That's my VIP lounge. Don't tell my wife. And hang out with the Rat Man.
Sweetheart, the director of Rush Hour 1 and 2 is in here.
I mean, you know I love those movies.
I almost directed the Oscars before some stuff came out.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Well, you can find me in the VIP lounge.
Surprised you brought that up.
Well, it wasn't based. I'm saying I'm talented enough. I could have directed the Oscars if there wasn't some stuff about me and Eddie Murphy that came out.
Okay.
All right. I'll be in the VIP lounge.
The Oscars doesn't seem like that much of a directorial undertaking.
Yeah,
right?
not
Like
really.
it's kind of hard to put your visual stamp on an award show. That's neither here nor there.
Even Soderbergh played it safe, right? It looks like the VIP lounge is just kind of the deli area after shut down.
That's right. Look, sweetheart, I don't want to be somewhere where you don't want to be for our special evening. If you want to go to Hometown Buffet, let's go over there and see what that's like.
All right. I mean, okay. I'm just with you is the important thing. Cut to the Hometown Buffet.
I'm sorry. If you don't have reservations, you cannot come in. You absolutely cannot come in here.
Is that Alonzo Mourning?
Scene.
Alonzo Mourning actually runs a very profitable Hometown Buffet.
I would believe that.
I would also believe that.
That would be funny if, like, you know how like a lot of athletes own like car dealerships or whatever because they're supposedly like good ways to make money, and you slap a famous person's name on it. It would be really funny if they went into just like, but also cars are cool, you know? Like it would be really funny if they were like, hey, this self-storage place is a gold mine. You're welcome back to Larry Johnson's self-storage or whatever.
I do feel like Shaquille O'Neal, for having made an unbelievable amount of money in his career and also an incredible amount of money as a broadcaster, does every commercial. I mean, he does
everything.
He's like, there's this one for like Ring, the home security system. And it's like, oh, Ring has a Ring has some kind of like home monitor now. And it's just like, yeah, Ring does a monitor. And he's like the general, he does it all. Icy hot. There's nothing he wants.
Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah.
It's like he's almost got like a bar of what he won't go above. Like I'll do Icy Hot, Carnival Cruise Lines. I was just with my folks and they were like, we were watching Inside the NBA came up, and my mom even commented, like, because Shaq was talking, she was like, why doesn't he have any like enthusiasm? Because it is like, I'm just used to it at this point. But he just comes down here and he talks like, so it's an odd guy to be like a spokesperson or like,
he's not like an aggressive salesman personality.
At least in my mind.
Which kind of, it's similar in a way to like Snoop Dogg, where your essence has become a brand. Like you are so singularly unique that it's just like you showing up is all that matters. You don't even have to like convince me that you like the thing.
Very true.
You could convince me that Shaquille O'Neal is the most famous person on the planet right now. You know what I mean? Like, I do think like probably everyone knows who he is, right? Like at one point he was like the biggest basketball player in terms of just like a big deal, but also just that he is naturally so huge is like significant.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's fascinating. I like, sometimes I'll think about this and it's a little morose, but like when a celebrity dies and I don't have much connection to them, I'm like, oh, that's sad, but doesn't really mean a lot for me, you know? But I feel like when Shaq dies, it's going to leave like a crater in my life. You know what I mean? Like when Kobe died, I don't really even care about Kobe, but it just blew me away. But I feel like when Shaq goes, I'm going to be like, man, guy was larger than life.
He was. He truly was.
It's like Santa Claus dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, geez.
There are certain people too who like exist to me as if I ended up in a room with them, it would be fun to hang out. And there's some idea that I have that like if that will happen someday. And if Shaq died before that happened, I'd be like, oh, I never got to meet him. It would have been so like I've been near Charles Barkley outside the Yard House. And that's like enough for me. Like I saw Charles Barkley be mean to rich people. And that was like, great, I've had my Charles Barkley thing. Like they have that kind of persona that you want to have met them and like have a little story. And there's something about like losing that would be sad if he died.
Wait, what was that? What's the Yard House?
Yard House is that like, it's like a brewery restaurant. There's one at LA Live by Staples Center.
Oh, okay.
There's one in Burbank by the AMC 16.
Yeah,
he was just out there shooting the shit and roasting
He
people.
was like walking from, I don't know, there was an ESPN zone there at the time. He was like probably walking into Yard House before a game or something like that. But there was like, I don't really even understand the insult, but it has always stuck with me. There was like two women like dressed to the nines downtown LA, you know, that style where it's like very tight dresses, and two kind of like Brody Rich dudes that were with them. And he said to the women, if I had my money and these guys' looks, I would never hang out with you.
Whoa! Did they say anything first?
They were being like kind of crazy to him. No, yeah, it wasn't like for no reason.
Chuck just walks around being so mean to people.
Wait, let's dissect that. So that means that he thinks they were very hot. The men were hot as compared to the women, right?
Right. But the men didn't have like enough money to be seen with someone else or something. He was like, I'm too rich. I'm ugly, so I would maybe hang out with you.
Right.
Kind of vibe. But
so the men were
rich and hot.
the men were backhandedly complimented?
It was kind of insulting everybody, which is what I liked about it.
Also really funny that Charles Barkley doesn't think of himself as attractive. Like, not that I do, but I think if I'm a millionaire athlete, I'm like, nah, people want to sleep with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird.
That is so funny.
Hey, I know I'm Charles Barkley and I'm ugly as hell, but if I look like these guys...
It also kind of like feels like a joke that like, not exactly this, but like there are jokes that I would maybe, my dad's whole family was from Minnesota and they were all like older, like 60s, 70s, 80s. And so when we would hang out, you would like hear little jokes that are like, you must have just heard this and repeated it every year for 70 years now. Mm-hmm. And it felt like that where Barkley like heard someone else say it or said it himself once and now just uses it as a line all the time.
Totally.
Yeah, it's good to put those in your...
freeze?
Huh?
Or is Zeke just thinking?
I think Zeke froze.
I'll hold for a quick Zeke freeze. Oh, we got you back.
He's back.
I'm back.
Oh, what were you going to say, Josh?
I was just going to say that, like, I'm not the type to usually put those in my pocket. those like jokes I overhear, like sayings. I think I enjoy them. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'm like, they just zoom right out of my head. But
there's something kind of like folksy. I associate it, even though this family I'm talking about was Minnesota, like Southern. Like Grant McFadden, our friend Grant has like a million of those.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, hey, he was flopping around like a slapped salmon or something. You're like, what?
My dad does that too. He's like, that motherfucker's so full of shit, his eyeballs are brown.
Breathe deep. Imagine your legs more limber in Duluth Trading Double Flex Denim. Envision euphorically squatting for that can of suds, bending for your toolbox in a state of bliss, lunging for your laser level on a whole new level. Relax and allow the flex to fill you with ability. Find your inner flex in Double Flex Denim only at Duluth Trading.
Hellmann's believes they can turn any mayo hater into a lover. So, if you know someone who thinks mayo equals bland, show their taste buds the truth and challenge them to try Hellmann's flavored mayo. With irresistible flavors like Hellmann's spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chipotle, and Italian herb, they'll be eating their words. Challenge haters to try Hellmann's flavored mayo and get them to eat their words. Learn more at hellmanns.com/eatyourwords.
That's good. And all the way up. I get it. Yeah. I feel like that is like a thing of that generation. Like as you age a little bit, like the elbow joke kind of thing. When I get around like my dad and his friends, I will start falling into like just sort of speaking in that cadence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know about that, but da-da-da-da-da. It's like, you know, that like, I don't even know what the words are, but there's a certain cadence to it of like, we're all gonna laugh at the end of this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It's harder
It's
to
the rhythm of a joke. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, my family is pretty conservative in, like, a Christian way, you know? So, like, there's not a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, I find myself around, like, older relatives sometimes just being like, what the fuck do we talk about? Like,
how do we just be silent and polite? Is it like that?
Kind of. It's just like, I don't know. I find myself, like, there's not a lot of, like, that kind of, like, fun, joking, saying. I don't think that was fostered throughout my family tree. I think it was more just, like, kind of, like, politeness and I don't know.
Right.
So whenever I'm with my family, it's like, not whenever, but a lot of times when I'm with my older relatives, it's just, I'll find myself saying something like, it's sort of like what you were saying, Ryan, but almost just like saying like phrases I've never said in my life, like, ain't that the truth? Or like, and I'm like, what?
Is this what you want?
Yeah, kind of. Like, or just talking about like how, like interstates, like how I got there for like a half hour, exhausting my brain. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, to me, there's like people in my life that are this way where it's like, oh, if you knew me at all, I don't think you would like me. So I can't show you any of myself at all. Like, yeah. I've got to just mirror you and give you exactly what I think you want. Because if I said the things I say and the thoughts I have, we would have maybe nothing in common, or you would not like me. Like with like older family and stuff, it feels like that's kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It also makes me realize, like, I'm almost always joking around. I'm never just like talking about what we're doing today or, you know what I mean? And I feel like there's just a sense of like literalness versus like, I don't know, I'm just kind of walking around being creative or, you know, like, not that it's good or cool, but just that it's, I don't know, this is fun, you know?
This is kind of adjacent, but I was on a walk with my friend who lives like kind of in this like nicer part of Silver Lake, like behind the Whole Foods there. And she was like, she had just moved in, and she was like, we'll leave our door open, but like the gate closed, and people just come up and chat with us. Like people in the neighborhood, everyone's so happy, everyone's so nice to each other. Like a solicitor came by to get them to like sign some political, you know, thing, and he like knew the people that had lived in the house before and was like, oh, where'd they go and whatever. And I was just like, that is so the opposite of how I want to live. I am so scared to leave my door open because someone would think that is an invitation to like converse with each other. And I'm like, no, I just want some fresh air and to see the world. And I certainly don't think mine is like the better way to live, but I'm so scared that someone who does not have boundaries will enter my life, and I will have to try to learn to have boundaries with a stranger.
God forbid, you know?
Yeah.
Impossible.
Some woman, like, and now we have like 2 dogs, and like one of them will bark and then the other will bark. And so it's like, if someone knocks on our door, it's like a whole thing. And some woman knocked on the door, and I wasn't going to answer it, and the dogs were barking, and she was holding a thing. I could tell she was like trying to sell us on something. She knocked it like 3 times. I was like, get the fuck out of here. We're not answering. And then I see her on the porch just go, oh, like she's mad at me, and she leaves the thing, and I look, and it's like some councilman running for office that she was knocking on doors for. And it's like, you can't be mad at me for not answering my door. You came to my home.
Right.
Have you ever knocked on a door? Not to put you on the spot.
I have in the young, you know, when there was still some sort of hope that you could affect change when Bush was president. I did like a lot of like Democratic canvassing around Tucson, but never since then.
That's brave, I feel like. Tucson. I feel not like
Tucson's. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say not like Tucson's like a bad place, but I feel like you could knock on a door and easily be face to face,
gun person.
Yeah.
They generally, like with canvassing, do a pretty good job of like, the idea is you're going to mostly like registered Democrats or independents.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to like convince a Republican. So generally it's fine. And it was more so in like the underserved neighborhoods that you'd go through that have like pretty low voter turnouts.
I did it in 2018, and I literally think I might have actually talked to one person.
Really? Because nobody answered their doors?
Yeah, and because I was tagging along with someone else who was much better at it to start with, I sort of got like grouped up. I spent an afternoon doing that, talked to one person who was like, yeah, maybe. And I closed their door, and I was like, I think I might have just wasted everyone's time. And it ended up being for that. Well, it was for that Katie Hill person who like left in disgrace, sort of. Anyway, not her fault.
Oh, I don't know the story.
She had some sort of affair with the staffer, and it like was hung over her, and maybe unfairly so. And there was maybe some sexism involved with it. I don't quite remember the whole thing, but she was one of those like, I don't even remember. She was like a liberal, but maybe more middle of the line. She's like, she was a veteran and was maybe for guns in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But was a notch in the blue column for those Trump years, the second half of those Trump years.
It's so funny because there are people who would be upset by that. But if you try to convince me not to vote for someone I like because they had an affair with a staffer, especially like a woman, I'd be like, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. Like, were they both consenting? I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Like, I have no political opinion on that.
She resigned.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like one of those things where it was like, I think it had ended prior to the campaign officially beginning, but it had not been sort of like disclosed in the way that like, it honestly was one of those like, it felt like the Republicans being like, you said this is not cool when we do it, so fuck her. Like, she can't do it either. Like, it was one of those things that
and then the Democrats were like, well, we should stick to the rules.
It was. It got a little weaponized in that way. But it was like nobody really fucking cared.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which I feel like is the truth with most of it. Like, they don't care about the scandal. They're like, finally, a cord to pull. They're like, now we can get what we want through this thing we've cared about or whatever.
And I was like, totally. I knocked on one door for you. How could you fold so quickly?
I fought so hard convincing that one person.
Yeah. I got an indifferent answer from one person.
Okay. That was an entire afternoon of my life.
Yeah. I take the
lunch. Well, not a whole afternoon. It was like after lunch, late lunch.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, that is what it was. I was late because I was hungover at the time.
And then I went home and tweeted like, I just love canvassing. If you can involve yourself in local politics, you feel so good.
Yeah, with just taking a photo of me with a sticker on.
Listen, we deserve it all. If that's it.
Well, we do deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for doing the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate having you.
Thank you guys, as always.
Josh, anywhere people can find you and anything you'd like to plug?
Sure, yeah. I'm at Josh Simpson on everything. Instagram, Twitter. I have a YouTube channel with some videos I was making last year. YouTube.com/Josh Simpson. And then I'm in this series called PBC. It's on YouTube. It's meant for accountants, so buckle up. It's kind of a strange project like that, but it is pretty fun. There's a lot of good people involved in it.
Cool.
I got to be in 5 of the 6 episodes, so PBC on YouTube. You can find it in all.
It's like a comedy show for accountants.
Kind of, yeah. It's a comedy show. It's set in an accounting office, so it's very much like a workplace comedy, but in an accounting office. So
nice.
I'm not doing a great job selling it right now, but
I'm excited to check that out.
The pitch is great. Obviously, you didn't create the show.
I didn't. But it was funny, and a lot of great people involved. Wysocki's in it. Danny Trejo's in it. Speaking of people who will do stuff for a certain amount of money.
Yeah. The taco and donut guy.
Yeah,
that's it. Machete himself.
Yeah.
Zeke, what would you like to plug? Where can people find you?
You can't find me anywhere, but you can watch Miracle Workers season 2 and 3 are both on HBO Max now. So if you haven't seen that delightful little program, check it out.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. Everyone, thanks for listening. Patreon.com/YourTheManNowDog. If you listen to the free version of this episode, you can get the extended version of every episode, plus video of all the episodes and extra weekly 2-man episodes with Ryan and I. So join us there. Give us $5 for 1 month. See if you like it. And if not, feel free to not say anything, but just go away forever and listen to the free ones.
And I think it's safe to say on this one, if you want an extra toilet scene, that's where it'll be.
That's where we'll put the toilet content. Thanks again for being here, guys. Ryan, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thanks, dudes.
All right, big ups to Brian Holmes for editing and production work, Andy Wu for the logo, Casey Trailer for the song, and everyone for listening. Bye.
Bye-bye.